Osimhen comes to the Premier League now,
Like-
he becomes the second best striker in the league.
Like I'm saying, for me, I'll put him first.
So Osimhen over Haaland.
Yes, I'll put him first there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Heat Podcast brought to you by Pole Sports Nigeria. My name is David Ben, and I am back with the gang. It is the summer series, the off-season series. And, how's everyone doing? How are we doing?
Good.
Feeling good,
I'm tired.
feeling blessed.
You're tired.
Ready to
Summer
go.
hasn't
I
even
have sore
started.
throats.
Summer hasn't even
I'm
started.
sick.
You're sick.
Sorry.
Should we get you, what should we get you? Tylenol or what should we, paracetamol or
I need a vacation in Maldives.
Too much drink.
Maldives?
Yes.
I think the company can arrange for that. Can't you?
I know a Nigerian footballer that will be happy to take
To
you
do that.
Maldives.
Please, you guys.
Actually, that's true though. Have you tried to reach out to him to pitch this fantastic idea?
Take you to
No, I
Maldives.
don't want-
Maldives, right?
I don't
We're
want to.
feeling
You
good
don't want to
today,
be
man.
bankrolled by a footballer.
No, I don't.
But
You
you
want to be a wag.
Why go fit you though?
Feeling
Maybe
good
not a
today, man.
footballer.
What's going on?
Izu is back with us,
Yeah,
guys.
Good to be back.
I didn't do that
Thank
formal
you.
introduction because you're already
Most requested
Avi.
guests.
the most
most
requested guest on the Heat
Yeah.
podcast.
I don't understand.
The fans are always asking for it. They're like, wait, there's only one guy that speaks sense.
Yeah.
Where's that guy?
The
True.
rest of us
Yeah.
talk trash.
Don't mind
BS.
those. Don't mind those people.
you
Everyone
doing,
speaks
man?
sense. It's
How you
just,
doing, man?
I'm good. Good to be back.
I wanted to ask you
Yes,
before we even start the show. How you feeling ahead of next season? I know it's the off season, and there's supposed to be some outgoings in United, right? But we haven't seen any yet. How are you feeling? Are you confident United can offload those players? Or
Rivers United haven't really.
no. I think you misunderstand me. I mean Manchester
Ruben
United.
Amorim's Manchester
Oh.
United.
Ruben Amorim's
Manchester United.
United.
You should have been specific. I thought you were discussing Rivers United. But
Bele?
thank you. Manchester. The thing is, I think next season is for vibes.
What?
Next season is for vibes at Manchester United.
No,
yeah.
vibes?
You said like United fans said last season was for vibes.
No,
This season cannot be for vibes
The new
still.
season is going to be vibes at Manchester United, at least for me, because a lot of things. I think there are mistakes from the past that we've repeated again, and I just hope I'm wrong at the end of the day. But for me, like I said, I'm not discussing any outgoings. I'm not discussing any incomings. I'm not discussing anything. Whatever they serve us, we take. You understand? So on my own side, I just know there will be a lot of laughter next season. Yeah. So I don't
Laughter
know if
of joy. Or
I don't know if it
laughter
will be
of,
for
you know.
joy or despair.
Wow.
There are times where you find yourself in a very bad place. You just laugh.
Yeah.
Things are not good, but you have no
You
other
laugh.
options but to laugh. Yeah, just laugh it off. So
Okay.
let's see what happens. But we have the almighty preseason.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of United fans said that Amorim did not have preseason. He kept mid-season.
Yeah.
So now this is full season.
Yeah.
Preseason. We've had 2 weeks of non-stop training, no interruptions. So I'm looking forward to the Premier League title race.
Interesting. Speaking of which, a topic of conversation today has to be with a former player of your club, Super Eagles legend. We all know him, Odion Judy Gallo. He's played almost everywhere, made a lot of money. I call him a Super Eagles billionaire, though. Yeah, that's what I call him. Anyway, so he made a comment recently while being interviewed by Teddy A of the former Big Brother Niger star, Teddy A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he opened up on his life, talked about a lot of things, but there's one thing that he said which I've managed to just pick out, and I'm like, we need to go back to it. I know we've talked about it on this podcast before. He spoke about, his thoughts on Victor Osimhen's future amid the great speculation. For now, we still don't know where he's, at the time of this recording, we don't know. It could change tomorrow, we don't know. So I just want to read out what he said, what
Okay.
Igalo said on Osimhen's future, right?
So I want to say my own opinion. Even though
ahead.
you crucify me for it.
The floor is yours.
I don't care. You understand? Victor Osimhen won the highest scorer in Napoli, won the league.
For the first time in almost how many years?
How many years? He has won the league now again in Galatasaray, and he won the highest goal scorer. That's one African footballer of the year. My advice to him is to go to Saudi Arabia and play 2 years and make money and come back to Europe.
Sounds like something I've heard before. Oh, wait, let me guess. Sound like something I said before. Specifically, remember I said on this podcast last year that Igalo should go to Saudi, play for
Osimhen.
2 years. That Osimhen should go to Saudi, play for 2 years and come back.
But it dragged you.
And it dragged me. And Ifeanyi actually kind of disagreed because Ifeanyi was like, why would a 24-year-old with the world at
Be
his feet
Saudi,
be heading to Saudi?
Yeah.
Do you guys think has your stance changed? Do you guys really think Osimhen? Like, what do you guys think about? I mean, this advice is coming from Osimhen's so-called. I don't want to say
someone he
mentor.
looks up to, right?
Yeah,
someone
he looks up to
Yeah,
him. So
there's something he described Igalo as. He said, "This is the one person I hold in highest esteem."
Highest
Yeah.
esteem.
Yes.
So
So it's
coming from Igalo, what do you guys?
I mean, because when we talked about this,
Yeah.
I was very critical of Osimhen going to Saudi at the time. But I think looking at the landscape, of football now and seeing what has transpired in terms of Osimhen wanting to play in the Premier League and not really getting offers or offers that match, what he wants. I said this to someone recently. I said, look, Galatasaray must really, really love Osimhen.
Yeah.
Because personally, I don't see what's in it for them. Of course, there's a boost perhaps in merchandise on social media. Other than that, I don't really see what the catch is for Galatasaray. Like, didn't they hit 100 points or something with Icardi? I'm pretty sure they can do it again. Icardi is back from injury. So it's not like I'm not taking anything away from Osimhen. Osimhen went there, held his own, scored.
Yeah.
The one thing he did was he endeared himself to the fans, right?
Yeah.
They all want him back. But I just don't see if I'm looking at this holistically, I don't see what is in it for Galatasaray. So they're perennial league champions.
Yeah.
They're not, look, the Champions League is a heritage competition. They're not going too far in the Champions League. So what's really in it for them other than, I guess commercial boosts?
Yeah.
Osimhen comes with his fan base. So that's commercial boost. So you have to understand that they are going to pay 75 million and pay, I don't know what the wages would be, but I'm looking at, 200K plus.
Yeah, definitely.
So they must really love Osimhen. Now, if they've shown that kind of commitment, then I guess he can go to Galatasaray. But me, I'm changing my stance. I support Igalo because if you look at the landscape, if nobody is out here, made 3 bids.
Yeah.
Chelsea didn't make 1 bid.
No.
Arsenal didn't make 1 bid.
I think Chelsea made the bid.
That
like
was last summer. I'm
last
talking about
summer.
this
summer.
window.
No.
Chelsea didn't make a bid. Arsenal didn't make a bid. Juventus
Man United definitely not.
didn't make a bid. So no one else made a bid other than the guys from Saudi.
Yeah.
And Osimhen is 26, going on 27, right? If he plays 2 seasons in Saudi Arabia, he can maintain relevance. Osimhen has a huge fan base.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Huge fan base. He can maintain relevance in Saudi Arabia and still find a way back to, one of these European teams in 2 years. And he would have become way richer than he is now. Going to Galatasaray is almost like, okay, I want to remain in Europe. I want to be relevant. Osimhen is always going to be relevant. Doesn't matter where he goes. I just feel like you should follow, at this point, you should just follow the money. We've seen what you can do in Galatasaray. He's won, like Igalo said, he's won the Golden Boot in Italy. He's won it in Turkey. He's won African Player of the Year. What there is really, it doesn't hurt his standing in the Super Eagles. Like, what really is there? What are you going to achieve in Galatasaray? You just become a cult hero or a legend of the club. What else is left for you to really do? Another Golden Boot in Turkey.
Somebody asks, if he moves to Galatasaray, does that kind of, can we still include him in the conversation for African best? Because you're having Achraf Hakimi, PSG, Mohamed Salah, Liverpool, Ademola Lookman, Atlanta. These are top tier clubs.
Just because Galatasaray are also competing in Champions League. So you're still on the biggest stage, so you can still show your stuff against. But I think generally, if this is not even, in my opinion, this is not a legacy versus money conversation anymore. Because are you stamping your legacy in Galatasaray? I mean, look at it. Up until the Osimhen transfer, Galatasaray's record signing is probably 18 or 20 million. So you're more than tripling that. to sign Osimhen? Like, maybe someone needs to educate me. What is really innate for Galatasaray to make this move?
This is where Izu comes in.
Like, what are they gaining from this?
I don't know. I don't know really, because I think I did a video where I said that Osimhen should not listen to Galatasaray fans. Stay with us, stay with us, stay with us. That you shouldn't listen. That for me, I felt that he had done whatever he needed to do in Galatasaray. I mean, he's already a cult hero. He has done something to them that I guess nobody else really has. I think that's where the catch is. There's this connection he has with the entire club that has affected everybody. You know, both the guy on the streets, whether you're a fan or not. You know, there's this thing from him that he's connected with them, and that is why, because I haven't seen Galatasaray fans go crazy about somebody the way they
Like
did.
this,
the campaign and everything, so that was what made me put up the video that please do not listen to them, because I know that at times emotionally you can get attached to people and then you listen and then do something. I mean, we did that with Cristiano Ronaldo. Just the thought of him going to Manchester City, we were like, how?
The last
And then
dance.
when you had no plan, But I think for Galatasaray, it's as much a football thing for them as it is also commercial, in the sense that I don't think they want to dominate Turkey.
Yeah.
They want to deal with every other person, because that league is so crazy. Trabzonspor can just come up. Besiktas can just come up. Fenerbahce can just come up. But they feel, can we do this with Icardi? Yeah, we can. But there's this edge Osimhen gives them that they want to maintain. And I think that's why they want to go all out. I mean, why not? They can have Osimhen, they can have Icardi. Two of them together can make them unbeatable, at least domestically, and then also give them the opportunity to compete, because
In the Champions League.
Yeah, they didn't do so well last season in the Champions League, or you think they don't want to improve that? So I'm sure they want to go further than they've really done in their club, and with Osimhen they stand a very good chance. And since the emotional side, the connection, the heart is also there. It kind of aligns. But coming back to what Igalo said, I also believe that Igalo is like the best person
To give him advice.
Yeah, not just as a close pal or someone that Osimhen holds in very high regard, but the fact that Igalo himself has also experienced this.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's saying. He went to China, he went to Saudi Arabia, and then came back to Manchester United. Yes, probably in his latter days. And I think that's where I differ a bit. I still feel that while Osimhen, because there's something he also mentioned, he said, this is my own opinion, that it might not matter, but this is my own. You might also not like it, but this is my own. So I'm going to follow the same route like him. It is my own opinion. So it might not really, matter or make sense to anybody.
Drag me.
Yes, can be dragged or crucified, and that is what the word he used. You can crucify me. Yeah, but I also feel that Osimhen can also do whatever he wants to do in Europe and still make his money in Saudi Arabia.
True.
Do you get? He doesn't have to be Saudi Arabia first and then you come back the way Igalo made it. I mean, Ronaldo didn't do that. Do you get? Ronaldo finished in Europe and is making money in this things, So the like you said, there's for a Nigerian, I followed Osimhen's career right from Belgium and all that, and I'm a big fan. People don't rate him, which is foolish to me. I don't know why you don't rate Osimhen. He's not world class. Then what do you consider? What the hell are you talking about? The fact that certain clubs are not going after him, which for me I also believe is foolish, because at the moment, if you look at England, apart from Haaland, there is no other team that has anyone better than Osimhen. No single team, straight up. We can sugarcoat it how we want. Do you get? We can sugarcoat it.
So you're saying that Osimhen comes to the Premier League now,
like
he becomes the second best striker in the league.
Like I'm saying, for me, I'll put him first. Does
So Osimhen over Haaland.
Yes, I'll put him first there. But
Wow.
I'm saying that apart from Man City and Haaland, there is no other team in England that has anyone that is better than Osimhen.
Should Liverpool be going for Osimhen instead of Isak?
That is who I think Liverpool should go for. I feel if Liverpool, because Newcastle are not going to sell Ishak.
Probably not.
Yes, to sign Ishak from them, 150 million, that's foolishness.
Yeah.
When half of that will get you Osimhen, and you still be who you are.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, excuse me. So Liverpool will probably be like the best team for him right now to go, and they continue from where they stop. So imagine a Liverpool team of Gakpo, Luis Diaz. Let's use Gakpo
Florian
from the
Wirtz,
left.
Salah.
Osimhen,
Yeah.
middle, Salah, right, and Wirtz, middle. That's a world class front four.
Yeah.
You understand? So I don't quite agree somehow to Igalo. Osimhen can do whatever he wants to do in Europe in the next 4 years and still go make that money in Saudi. He's 26, can do 4 years in Europe and go back to Saudi, play 2 years and still come back. I mean that's what Igalo did, right? But I do understand where Igalo is coming from. Bro, anything can happen.
Yeah.
So this chance, it's also possible that he might not get the same money like he's getting now. But I do not, except injury happens, I don't see Osimhen losing. I even feel he is going to get better, because if there's one thing that stands him out, is the fact that this guy is hungry.
Yeah.
This guy wants to perform. If Osimhen never score, he's angry. Even when he don't score one, he's angry. He's not satisfied, which is why some people think all those things he does. Attitude is. He just does not like when things do not go the way he wants it. Do you get? So when he doesn't score or just scores one when he could have had to, he won't be happy. Do you get? So I think that mentality is going to keep him relevant for as long as he wants.
Timmy, what about you? You've been quiet throughout. What do you think?
I just think that I'll be of the opinion that money is very important. So, as Johnny Gallo said, which is also my opinion, if you like, crucify me, drag me. But for Osimhen, he's a good person. He's a good player, rather. He's a very good player, and people like him and all of that. But going to Saudi is not also a bad thing. It's not bad. Go make your money, come back to Europe. You are relevant. I mean, he's relevant. They will always follow him anywhere he goes to. For Ojo Ighalo, people still know Ojo Ighalo, even if he left, even when he left Manchester United and went to Saudi, then came back, people still hear, Ojo Ighalo. Osimhen has how many followers on Instagram? It's like 6 or how many followers on Instagram now? Yes, so it's relevant. And going to Galatasaray, I don't really see, because if you can go to Galatasaray, why can't you just go to Saudi? I mean, Galatasaray, Turkish league, the Saudi league was
because you feel like he has already gone to Turkey. Like,
why not just go to Saudi where there is even better money, there is big money there. So that's my opinion actually. So,
I think because people would argue that Ojon Ighalo is obviously saying what he's saying, he's giving his opinion based on the fact that based on what he said previously, that most of the footballers, Nigerian football. I don't know if he said Nigerian football, but most footballers today are playing for money and not passion.
Yeah.
So I think that's his mindset.
But we see that Osimhen is not even playing for money now.
Yeah.
Osimhen, like you said, Osimhen is hungry. He wants to always play. But the part where you said, when he's angry, I don't like what I don't like. You can still be professional. He just has a bit of an attitude, and I don't.
No, that's the thing. That's why I said that. I don't know what people mean by attitude. Personally, I've not seen it. So, for example, let's take what happened in Nigeria. Bro, we played nonsense.
You should be upset, right?
We played rubbish. Do you get? Match where we're supposed to win, match where we're supposed to play well. And what do you want him to do? To be celebrating and be...
Of course not to be celebrating,
to be smiling.
but
So you could understand that at that moment, he's not there to exchange pleasantries and stuff like that. Do you understand? He was clear. I mean, he has not been to the World Cup. Has he been to the World Cup?
No, he's never been to the World Cup.
He's never been to the World Cup. Bro, he wants to go to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And then when he's doing his own beat, and things are not really going, you expect him to smile. And it's not just here in Nigeria. You understand? In his clubs,
Yeah.
even when now I want to just tell you, wherever he ends up, just look at him, warm-ups, every single thing. You will see that he's always looking like the most motivated guy on the pitch.
Yes.
Like you will see it.
Yeah.
He's always looking it, so that's the part that I see. Is the same thing like when they talk about his friends and all that. If you notice, why do you have a problem with him celebrating with his friends? Osimhen only celebrates title with his friends. Yeah. So you don't want to celebrate title, because is that what you're telling me? Because when you see him with his friends celebrating, they are celebrating the end of something, titles, or when he's in Nigeria. So there is no club you go to that he has been to now that you've seen him be celebrating with his friends, maybe in the middle of the season or anything. Yeah. It is when something has been achieved. He does not celebrate alone. So Arsenal no want him because whatever. It means you don't want to celebrate title, which is not a surprise. You don't want to celebrate title because that's what he celebrates with his friends. Yeah. He didn't bring his friends to Turkey until they had sealed the double.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yes. The same thing in Napoli. When the friends came, it was to celebrate the historic win. So if you actually won title.
So you don't think that, some of these top clubs are concerned about, about his attitude or, all these friends, his personal life,
scandals,
these social media guys, whatever. The scandal. Like, you don't think a club like Man U, for instance, or Arsenal would, look at that and maybe frown at it and say, oh, we don't want these like, we know he's a top goal scorer, we know what he brings, but we don't want the extra baggage. We want somebody who has like, a personality that we can work with.
Yeah. Whenever I hear attitude, I sort of laugh, I smile, because I'm happy you mentioned Manchester United. What are we doing with Højlund's attitude? What is Arsenal doing with Gabriel Jesus' attitude? Do you get? Mm-hmm. What is Liverpool doing with Nunes' attitude? Yeah, so I'm not saying it's not okay to check who you're signing, but what I always say is that at the end of the day, the job is to get things done on the pitch. I don't think I've seen any club where whatever they are saying about Osimhen has disturbed his work on the pitch. Yeah. It did not disturb him at Napoli.
Even at Leo. Yeah.
It didn't disturb him. Galatas right now. So let's assume all these things they are saying is true. His friends, what he says on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Bro, this guy went and delivered 37 goals. Even when Napoli changed 4 coaches in a season, he scored 15 in 25.
Yeah.
When they finished 10th. Yeah. So the most important thing is that Osimhen delivers for you on the pitch. So if you put him in Arsenal team. So for example, as Thomas Partey has been in the news for a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Would you say because of whatever it is Thomas Partey did or did not, as alleged, right? That took away what he brought to Arsenal on the pitch. He still played on the pitch and all that. So for me, when they say these things about, in fact, what I always say is that you don't want to celebrate anything. And if you look at it, for example, Arsenal, Manchester United, you obviously no one celebrate anything. Yeah, because if you have a problem with Osimhen celebrating with his friends, it's laughable. He celebrates titles. Yeah. You want him to discard his friends. Why? Because he wants to celebrate titles with them. He celebrated the Napoli win with his friend. He did not bring his friends until Napoli sealed it. Until he had delivered.
And he's not the only player who does that.
Yes, he didn't bring his friends to Turkey until he had delivered the double. When the double was sealed and everything, he celebrated with his friends.
No, I mean, I'm not even saying now that he can't bring his friends. I mean, obviously, like, you're going to bring your friends, your family to come and celebrate with you. But now let's forget about his friends. Let's talk about his temper, the issues. Like, he's always so angry on the pitch. I mean, it's not the only one that wants
I don't laugh on the
or
pitch.
that wants to.
My father watched me one day and left. Like, my father came in Abuja. I didn't know. So how did I find out? When I came back, he said, "You are too serious." I tell him, do you want me to joke? That I'm on the pitch. Osimhen is not on the pitch to joke with anybody.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's why I said when season starts, just watch him from warm up to the end of the game. As long as he's on that pitch. In fact, I know Osimhen does not like being taken off.
Yeah.
Why do you want him to like being taken off? That is somebody that he's a killer. He wants to kill as many as possible. It's as simple as that. So he's not there to smile with anybody. Do you see the number of people that mark him?
Yeah.
Bro, he's marked by a lot of people. There's no time to laugh. So if you're expecting Osimhen to be on the pitch and be laughing, you're not going to find it. Yeah. In fact, I always say that I like arrogant players. Where do you want to see the arrogance? It's on the pitch. Yeah. The pitch is where you need the arrogance.
Actually.
Because that's what can lead you anywhere. So Osimhen is an angry man on the pitch. Like if you're going to face him now, you're supposed to know that you are facing an angry man. Yeah. You know that for 90 minutes, two of them are going to die there.
Yeah.
He's not there to laugh. Do you get? So for me, I see him in a different light. Maybe because I've followed because one thing I do is there are certain people I try to follow a long time. Like I said, I followed him right from he was 20, predicted that he was going to be the next African Footballer of the Year from Nigeria. So maybe that has helped me to really know him to an extent. There are people who know him better than I do, and if they're talking about him, they keep talking about all those me now for pitch, I know him. It's what he does on the pitch that I know, and that's what I judge him by. So for me, as long as Osimhen is fit, I'm not signing him to come and laugh.
Signing to score goals.
Score this thing for me. So, like our former editor was the person who described him perfectly. He said Osimhen is like the best fraud. Flop-proof player you can sign right now.
You know he's going to deliver.
He go deliver
as long as he's fit.
He just be like Hebrew women.
What?
God.
As long as it's fit,
he go deliver that.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
I say Osimhen be like Hebrew women now. They deliver.
Hebrews. Hebrew women.
Yes. Hebrew women.
What? How? Explain that theory before we round up. You need to explain that quickly. I'm lost. You call me on guard.
It shows you don't read your Bible. That's what it shows.
No, I don't understand. Like
they deliver.
Steadily.
Babies. Safely, swiftly, easily. So it's just
no, you're right. Osimhen is flop proof. Osimhen is one of those guys who, whether there's service, whether there's no service, whether he's going to find a way to score. Yeah.
Some of the goals he scores, bro, is like you don't expect it to happen. If not be say United na rubbish at the moment. I swear, I just want Osimhen to go to Manchester United. Like, as a huge Osimhen fan, that is where I want him to be. The club I support. Yeah. Because I know what I'm getting. I'm not under any illusion. When I speak about Osimhen, I'm not under any illusion. I speak with certainty. As long as it has to do with the pitch. Whatever is happening off the pitch.
I don't know.
I'm not always there. So I do not know who instigated whatever. I do not know who whatever. Do you get? Yeah. So I can't say authoritatively certain things. But as long as the pitch is concerned, the one I watch a lot, bro, I can speak authoritatively. Yeah. And that's what I do when I speak about Osimhen. I know saying go deliver. This one is not, the fact that clubs no want them, it's not enough for me to, that's their business. Yeah. I just know that they don't have who is better.
True.
Okay.
Only one or two of them.
So guys, to round up real quick, what should Osimhen, your Victor Osimhen, what do you do this summer? Do you stay at Galatasaray or do you consider moving to Saudi? Is it?
I'm gonna take a leaf from JJ.
Okay.
JJ said something that they asked him what he thought about it. He said it's Osimhen's decision. That the only thing is that for fans like him, for Osimhen fans like him, we just want to watch him every week.
Yeah.
The last, like I said, right from Belgium, Lee, and so on and so forth, I've watched a lot of Osimhen's game, and I want to watch more. So wherever he goes to, I want it to be a place where I can easily watch him. Yeah. I want to watch him week in, week out. Yeah. I want to continue to do that. Do I have an idea where I would like him to go? I do. But again, it also has to be a place where you have to go to where people want you. If he's not wanted there, what is the sense in him going to that place?
Yeah.
So let him go
Exactly.
to a place that he's wanted, where suits him, where he will be happy. If he ends up being where I like, good.
Fine.
If not, me, I go see watch Osimhen. Even if he go Saudi, I watch a lot of Saudi Arabia matches.
Yeah.
I watch Trusekon. I watch Ronaldo. I watch others as well. So wherever Osimhen goes, me, I go watch.
All right,
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, look, like I've said, at 26, you should probably go to Saudi Arabia, get some money, come back. But if, like Isu said, he has built a connection with the fans in Turkey. They love him. He's a cult hero after one season.
Yeah.
So it's very likely that, I don't know how the contract will be structured, but I hope there's some kind of release clause, in his contract with Galatasaray, so that we don't want another situation where he has, a monster season.
Yeah,
And then next summer they want to sell, the money is too much. We don't want, so that he can leave if
he wants to,
if he wants to leave. So I guess he can just go to Galatasaray. They are the ones that are the most serious right now. So there's Champions League football on the table as well. So even though we might not be able to watch him every week, we can watch him on Champions League nights.
Yeah.
So
Let's watch. Me, I watch him every week.
I trust you.
I always find it.
Tell me, what about
Same
you?
as I had fun. Going to Saudi League is not bad. To go and make some money. Go make some money, please. That is very important in this life. Money is all. Money is all that matters, though, because at the end of the day, it's still your life, and it's still it's your money. It's what you have to enjoy. But
yeah.
really, as you all have said, and as Ojonigal has also said, it's his opinion. We don't know what he wants to do. It's just us saying, oh, this, but it all boils down to what he really wants to do. So he should just do what he wants to do what is right for him.
Yeah.
I think many Nigerians are actually rooting for him. They want to see him. They always go anywhere, just like Ronaldo. People still watch Ronaldo matches. Like they always
Even
want
in
to
Saudi, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Victor Osimhen, they always watch him. So
Wherever he
Saudi
goes,
or
we'll still
Galatasaray,
root for him.
they
We'll
always
still cover him. We'll still talk about him.
Exactly.
Because he's, arguably
It's one of
by far
our.
miles,
It's actually one of our best.
one of the best Nigerian
exactly.
footballers
So,
of this generation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're.
there's
I
another one.
asked the question before, like, are we ever going to see another superstar like Osimhen who's this good? And we said maybe, but I'm like, for me,
Yeah, I
not
doubt,
so
I,
right
I
now.
doubt
It's gonna be hard.
it.
It's
I
gonna be
doubt
hard.
it.
Anyway, guys, that's the most we can take on this episode of the Heat Podcast, brought to you by Pulse Watch. Remember to subscribe when you see this video on YouTube, like, comment, share to your friends. If you have any reactions, thoughts, questions for any member of the crew, or even concerning this episode, feel free to do so in the comments. From from myself, David Ben, at the gang, I'm saying
See you guys
Adios.
next time.
Take care.
Yeah, so